All right, we are on the we're in the 2024 Spring Major Rookie Tournament. We're on the back nine on the weekend round. So what I really wanted to do was shoot a minus 15, and you've got to set yourself up with the 14 so that you can try and get to the 15. But man, there's a couple of shots out there I didn't hit perfect into the cup, and I've made adjustments all week, and I think I'm right there, and they were right there, and I just missed because I hit a great. I really wanted to come into the back with a 15 to try and set myself up for a 29, but the deal is that you got to pick up two, and the two aren't gimme. So you have to work to get the two, and you got to really work to get to three. So here we go, hole number 10. Let's look at it. All right, this is a make or break hole. I got it on the front, or I got my bounces right, and I ended up on the other side over here and had a short little chip to get in the cup, and I really want to be over there because depending on where you're at, there's different adjustments to the cup, and I really don't know what the adjustment is. I've been working for the shot to get over, so there's a good chance that if I ended up at the top up here, I have no idea what the adjustment is down to the bottom. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm taking my number 5 bag, and I'm taking, what ball do I got, Chose? I got this one here, Chose. So it's got the topspin boost. I'm looking for that 2 topspin boost is what I'm looking for. And I've been doing 10% on the drive, so it's 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.3. So I got my equation all worked out, so all I have to do is plug in the wind and set the shot up. Here we go. Deep breaths. Here we go. This would be a good time to have. It's a toss-up between whether the topspin, like if you had a precision ball and you can hit it perfect, I think without the topspin boost you could probably make it over there, but the topspin boost definitely, but you need to hit it perfect. You can catch a one-ring great to the left or the right, and I've been catching one-ring greats to the right, and they have been working, but I can't swear that a one-ring great to the left would work. I think it would. Let's hit it perfect, and then we don't have to find out. It's a one-shot wonder. It's when you're still going to be in a spot down there where you can where you can chip it up, but 3.4, so it's 2.87 rings. And I want to do it with all of the spin. I want to go just pretty much straight. See where my second bounce is at. I want it to be running a little bit to the right from right there. Okay, 3.4, 2.87 rings, 2.9 rings, just a little bit of curl, and that was 3 rings. I'm going to end up in the rough, and I'm going to end up stuck in the rough unless I have enough. Yeah, I'm going to end up stuck in the rough. If you can make it over, and it's a long ways in front of me, if you can make it over that hillside, you'll roll down to the cup. But from right here, it's a hit it perfect, and it's in the hole. This is where a precision ball would come in handy. There's several of these holes I need to rethink them. Next time we play them, I'm going to start, because we have to rethink how we play some of these holes because of the balls that are out there. But these precision balls, if you can just hit it straight forward, you can get super close if you're in the sand. And you know it's one of those shots that all you got to do is hit it perfect and it goes in. So if you bring out a 5 precision ball, that really helps. And instead of trying to get the other way where you got the shot, you can just go into the sand. All right. All right. All right. Now, where am I at in my club? There's max, there's mid. There's quarter, there's quarter. So 2.4 divided by 16 is 0.2 of a ring. That was like 0.3. Would that put me right on the outside edge of the cup? I'm going right on the edge. I'm on the inside, right on the edge of the cup. Oh, that was 2 rings great to the right. 2 rings. Great. Right. I would have liked to hit that perfect. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You got to get 14 just to be in the hunt. And the par 4s are now, that puts a lot of pressure on the other 2 par 4s, and they're distance par 4s where you're in short iron. I think on one of them, if you brought out the right stuff and you had the right conditions and you hit it just perfect, you could get on or like right on the edge in one. If you brought out like a 5 power topspin ball and you had side wind and you did max overpower, so you got the topspin boost and you hit it just right, you could go through that gap and you'd end up damn near on. The tricky time with that deal is that if you've got tailwind, if you can get the tailwind worked out so that you still end up with your first bounce in the fairway and getting way down in there, you could really get a launch. We'll see. We shall see. I missed it on the front. I didn't hit it perfect. I did not. All right, all right. What do we got here? This is another dangerous par 5. But we can't put ourselves in a spot. And I did not hit it perfect on the front on this either. I'd like to get an Albie to make up for not getting that. Arrgh. All right. All right, but we do have a par 3 here. Which way's the wind blowing? All right, we got to do tailwind. And I'm bringing out a power 3 ball. I'm playing with my rocket. I'm bringing out a power 3 ball. Let's see. Power and backspin. I'm bringing out a power 3 ball. Man, these balls. The deal is that I've been playing it with just 100% backspin and a normal ball, a 3 power ball, so that you're on the island and doing the backspin. You can't, if you want to get it tight enough so that it's, here's the flagpole, if you want to get it tight enough so that your ball guide's kind of terminating at the flagpole, on the island, you got to really be close to the back edge. So like if you had a tailwind day, you may only have a ring or 2 to work out wind. So if you're using a sniper or a you know, even with the rocket at 1.3, 2.6, your 2 rings, anything more than that, you're having to pull over the edge. So to try and give yourself a little bit of room in front, there's not enough backspin. But with a backspin boost ball, you could be right dead center in the middle of the island and you could stick that sucker to the cup, and that rocket's got killer ball guide. It does have a little teeny bit of a backboard. But I'm just wondering, with like a backspin boost ball, I need to go practice this hole. Let me pick that one right there. Let me select that. And let's go practice this hole one time and see what the backspin boost does and like how that's set up. Are we getting, because the rocket's got pretty good ball guide. It doesn't have thorn ball guide or the clubs that have over 4 or 5, but it's got like 4.2, 4.3 ball guide. I mean, it's got pretty good ball guide. We might be able to see our tail. I think on the other hole there was a little teeny tail. I didn't get to see the whole tail, but I did see a little bit of a tail. We might get a read. We might get a thing. I'm not going to worry about whether I take the shot. Okay, I like to be dead center in the middle of that island, and with my blue ring not quite falling over the edge. And let's do max backspin and see what that looks like. Yeah, see, max backspin, we're up too close. All right. That is all plus 0.1, 1.1. Where does that put us as far as bounces? That puts our third bounce right in the hole, because I mean it's going to stop that third bounce. That's at the +5 mark. +5, 1.1 backspin boost. And I believe that puts me right at, with the 3 power ball, it might put me in between max and mid. And max is 1 and mid I think is 1.1. So if it was in between the two, it'd be 1.05, which doesn't make a difference when you're at 1, but at 2 it's 0.1. So it starts to add up. Hey, Buster bro. What are you doing? Hold on, bro. I think he got back out because I left the door open. Buster. Practice. Okay, so it was all, and it was 1.1. At the +5 mark. And then you're just lining it up to the cup. And what have I been doing on the drive? What have I been doing? Plus 25. So 1.25 times the wind. And where am I at? There's max. I am right at max club. Excellent. Excellent. Not going to shoot, so not waste the ball. Playing a replay anyways. All right, I know what I'm doing. Do I know what I'm doing? I might know what I'm doing. Hold on. All right, I'm back. What was I doing? I got my equation all worked out. So I'm on hole number 2. Yep, hole number 11. Deep breath. I'm in my rocket at max club. I've already got the ball chose. I've already got the equation worked out. All I got to do is hit it perfect. And it won't go in the hole. We have very little chance on these par 3s, but if I'm going to do backspin, I might as well try and stick it and try and make it. Give myself at least a college look at it. Century Harbor, 2, hole 2, in and 2. Let's see if we can change that math. In and 1. I'll do the wind first. My opponent gets to go first. Quarterback, why are you saying wow? Looking through the bracket, I see a lot of people having problems like this where they're trying to decide where they're going to hit it or what they're going to do, and they're going to do overpower, and now they're going to leave the wind in, and now the second bounce is going to be too far and it's going to go right in the water, or it's going to be perfect and then go in the sand on the backside. This is why there's a big percentage of the bracket that fail on this hole. But they might get it just right. It looks like it's just right. Just right. Just right. Almost in. Way too fast, but almost in. 3.2. The wind is 3.1 rings, and I'm doing all of it plus 1 and a little. I was at the +5 mark. I'll look for my second bounce in the hole. .1 rings. And there's 3, 1. Oh, fuck. Late. I knew I was late. I should have just... I knew I was late. I was late on the front. Great to the left. I should have just let it go by. I keep snapping it off, and I'm not, like, letting it go by a few times. I could let it go by a few times and just get used to the rhythm and then go back and reset and start over. I had a little bit of time on that one. There. I'm mad because I didn't get it perfect and I didn't give myself at least a look at it. But the deal is that very few people are making a hole-in-one. So if I don't get a hole-in-one, I'm not going to be in a. I'm going to be in the average group, the way average. $540 shots and only one person made a hole-in-one. That's a pretty low percentage, but overall 28% of the bracket, 18% of the top 50, 38% of the bottom 50, and 28% overall failed on that hole at least once. That's a big number. All right, hole number 12. Hole number 12. All right, I need to hit these shots into the cup perfect, because I really need to pick up an Albie or something. And this is a difficult ass hole. Which way's the wind blowing? Okay, that wind is dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. I was bringing a player's ball. Was I bringing a player's ball? I was bringing a player's ball. And I'm bringing my number 5 bag. And I'm going to do 80% on the wind, 1.8 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1.3 for the drive. Did I use a player's ball? I didn't write it down. I think I did bring a player's ball though. I had a ball that I didn't have to do any overpower. Let's go back and make sure I have a ball picked so that if it was a power 5 ball, I think it was just a power 3 ball. Let's do power, and a top spin boost. Whatever it was a 2. I only got one of those left. It might have been that ball. It might have been. Let's uncheck the Berserker and check that one, just in case I have to switch clubs, or excuse me, switch balls. I got the ball I have chosen. I think that's it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me think here. Got a 4 power 5 precision ball right there, a 4 power ball with this wind. And I really like to hit this second shot perfect, because I think it's going in the hole. I'm going to hit it with a 4 power ball, just for the precision on the other side. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Getting out on the course, playing some Golf Clash. Century Harbor. Let's get an Albie. Let's get in the right spot with the drive. This is definitely a one shot at a time. You can't be thinking about trying to go for the Albie and what you need to do on the other side, because it's tough to get it's tough to get back into the fairway down at the bottom. It's easy to end up in the rough, and you still have a shot. But the deal is that we really want to take that shot with our long iron versus our rough iron. They're both irons. And a rough, and if you have a Nirvana, that's the benefit of a Nirvana, is it is basically a long iron. It's a long iron from the rough. Now you can see where I'm at down there. I'm in the second cut of the rough, and I really kind of like to hit the second cut of the rough. So it's 1.8 times 1.7 divided by 1.3. It's 2.35 rings. I'm going to just do 2 rings. 1 3/4. In a dead center perfect. See if I don't overshoot it. Oh, you bitch. If I'd have been a little bit more to the left, there's tons of fairway to the left of me because it gets shallower on the left. Oh, look at that. Look at how much room I have on the left, or like literally everything to the left is fairway. I know I'm a little bit short forward, but man, just a little bit more curl or something. Not quite as bad as my opponent. I don't know if to the left, maybe way down on the end on the left, they might have a little bit of room. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, there's max. There's max. There's mid. I'm in the 3/4 range. So it's 1.3 times 3.3 divided by 2. It's 2.2 rings. Let me get a little closer. And it's been rolling out 2.2 rings. There's, hey, there's 2. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Woo! Right there. Woo! Albatross. Jeez. Did I make it hard on myself or what? All right. We're on the 27 track. And we need to pick up 2 more so we can get on the 29 track. Just 2 more. I really like to pick up like an Albie, or I really feel like this hole number 5, I got a shot. It took me all week to remember that we have backspin boost balls and that we really have a shot of getting on up there and getting in the hole. And hole number 5, I think I actually got my best shot on it. It's been the worst hole all week. Like, what a bonehead. Don't you remember? Just plus 0.1. Good luck in the tournament. Good luck. All right, what do we got next? What do we have? What do we have for hole number 13? What do we have in store for us? My notes say APOC Titan Sniper plus 5 to the cup. I have made this every time I've hit it perfect. This hole has been a consistent hole for me all week. And I'm going to I had a ball I was bringing on this one as well, because this hole we definitely want to hit that shot into the cup perfect. And it was just a power 3 ball with precision. And I only have 1 power 3 precision ball, so that must have been what it was. The Oasis ball. And I want to bring that bag. Here we go. And I was doing plus 20 on the drive. 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.3. I had the equation in there and I hit all clear. I don't know what I was thinking. I had to put it back in again. Golf Clash. If you do it like this, you'll learn how to do algebra. And if you know how to do algebra, you can keep your math skills up to date. You have to write at least a basic equation. I like my calculator on my phone because I can do all the math in one, and as I'm doing it, it'll show me an answer. Max topspin, and I think just a little bit of right, or excuse me, left. Give myself 3 rings of separation. 3, It's 2.76 rings. 276. I'm gonna lean just a little. Hitting it perfect, dead center perfect. And this next shot is 1.05 times the wind divided by mid club, 1.1. All right. And I'm not so sure I shouldn't be adding on like plus 0.1 or something, because I'm seem like I'm on one side of the cup or the other. I made it on the front, but I just barely made it. I was right on the edge of the cup. All right, we got the right ball, we got the right club, we got the right ball. 2.5. It's 2.38 rings, so 2.4 rings. I'm going a little bit on that side of the cup. I go right there, right at it. 2.38. There's 2.38 exactly. Hitting it dead center perfect. There it's probably like plus 0.2. Oh, I've been making that all week. A little different on the back. Arrgh. Dag nabbit. That was at least a cup width off. Might have been like 3/4 of a cup width off, but it was probably half, but it looked like it was Yup, you're in the same spot as me, and I bet you they've been making it all week as well. I know. Jeez. All right, here we go. We're in the mid 3, so we got to pick up something on one of these holes, and this was an opportunity right there. Oh my. I was glad that was my opponent's. I pushed on the screen, and they pushed on the screen at the same time, and it came up, and then I was like, I couldn't move it, and I was like, if you let go right there and try and reset it, it'll release. So you got to hang on to the screen. Hole number 14. All right. We got a shot. We have a shot here, Houston. We have a shot. I'm using what was it? It's power and then backspin boost. And I'm using a swordfish ball. I think it was a 3 power ball. 3 power backspin. Is this swordfish? Swordfish ball. That's the ball right there. We're using all of it. All of the backspin that we can get on. That gets us our tail. And then I did a 40%. 1.4 times the wind. And I'm not sure about the 40%, but it's going to give us, it's a roll the dice. It could come off the hill and it could be fine, and it could be bad. And clubs, I'm taking, I was taking the bag with the Guardian in it. I'll take that bag right there. It was the Guardian. And so it's at 1.1 per ring. So it's 1.4 times the wind divided by 1.1 per ring. And I think I still have enough room on that wind to work out headwind. I believe. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get a hole-in-one right here. There's going to be so few people that can brag that they got a hole-in-one in this tournament because, like, it's super tough to get a hole-in-one. But, like, let's get a hole-in-one right here. I haven't gotten one all week. I only have 2 more chances to get one. Otherwise, I'll go a week without getting a hole-in-one, and that can't happen. Let's get lucky. Feel lucky, punk? I go first. Guardian, max backspin, no side spin. 2.5, 2.5, 3.2 rings. .2 rings. There's 3, 2. Oh, and I hit it great. But that, if you're going to hit it great one side or the other, that side works better for rolling down the hill. And I hit the flagpole once on this hole and just swirled the cup right there. Oh, that was a winning shot right there. That was a winning shot right there. At the very end, that'll be the difference, the swirling of the cup. I think this hole right here, even though it's shitty, that this hole, the deal is you'll have to have some backspin boost balls. At least a 3-power in order to do it with your... Now, you could do it with your rocket. And your rocket's actually got better ball guide. So if you had a 0-power or a lower power ball, like a 1 or a 2 that's got backspin boost on it, you would be able to hit that at minimum rocket. And your rocket has better ball guide, so you could probably get a better tail so you could lead it down to the cup. Because right there, it looked like the tail was coming on the inside like this, coming down to the cup. And you would have got a better read with a 4-2, 4-3 ball guide. Right there. I like these short putts, especially on a hole like this. This hole can present some difficult putts going up and down the hills where you can't see the cup if you're in the bottom of the bowl, or you're having to go up and down the hill and your ball guide's moving around a lot. You hit it great to the left or the right, you'll miss those shots because after it goes through that S, it comes out off the cup. I don't like those types of putts. I like the ones where you can hit them great to the left or the right and it doesn't matter. You're so close, it doesn't matter. You could probably hit it good. Oh, that'll be that right there would have been the winning shot. That right there could have put me in contention for something great. That is, if I can pick up one other shot. I got to pick up at least one other shot just to be in the hunt. And then I got to pick up a third shot. All right. Everybody's got to do it. But I'm running out of holes. I only have 4 holes and I got to get 2 shots. One to put me in the hunt and one to get me over the edge where I really put... This is another great hole right here. What hole is this? This is hole number 6. I'm still working on the shot to the cup. Like, I almost felt like I needed to do like a minus number on the front. And I've been chasing my tail on the plus number, so I'm going to give myself... I'm going to look at it. All right. I might take the same exact ball. But take that bag because I want a 3-power ball. What ball do I have selected? I have a... Oh no, I don't want that one. I want I think I have some 3-power precision balls. Maybe. I do. I have 3 of them. Right here would be a good spot for one. All right. My number 5 bag and a 3-power precision ball. And I'm doing plus 15 on the drive, plus 20. I'm pulling back to the plus 3 mark, but I didn't write down. I've been adding something on, but I didn't write it down. 3 times 3 divided by 1.3. I'm at the +3 mark. And 2 rings off. Max top spin. 2.65 rings. 2.65. Hit it perfect. Just roll down the middle. I need to be between 375 and 380. I got a little bit of run, I got the same kind of run right there, so I'm probably in the 385. 386. The rollout. All right. 0.9 times whatever the wind is divided by, I'm going to be a minimum club, 1.2. All right, here we go. I'm going to take off 10%. I keep over pulling it. So I was at -5 and I over pulled it. So I was going to do -10. -10, and I did what I did before was -5 plus 0.1 at the end. But I'm going to do -10 minus 0.1. And hit it perfect. Okay, let's get in the spot. There's minimum club. Let's pull forward enough so I have enough room to work out the wind. 2 rings off. And it is going to roll out. .6, 1.85 rings. There's 185. Hitting it perfect. I'm glad I brought a perfect ball because that definitely would have been a 1 ring great to the right. Ooh! And a 1 ring great to the left would have been in. And there I didn't pull it enough. And it wasn't just the -0.1. I think the -0.1 would have got me right on the edge, but right there it should have been like the -5 plus 0.1. Damn it. I chased the stuff in the front and then it went back to what it was before. This is where going out and practicing that hole one time, and I would have known that I needed to go back to the original, which was -0.5 plus 0.1, and that would have been the shot. .85 if it had been 9.5 plus, it would have been 2.15. Yeah, that would have been a 2-point swing. And that might have put me right on it. Right on it. Like thinking of half the cup as 0.1. 0.2 would have put me right back in the cup. I should have did what I did on the front. That, you got to go out there and practice it. I guess you got to burn a practice token if you really want to pick them up. So, like, I'm totally winging it. And there's somebody out there going, dude, if you practice that hole like 3 times, you'd know exactly what today's setting is, and then you could go out there and just sink it. All you gotta do is hit perfect. And you'd be right. All right, all right. I didn't pick up anything in the middle. Did I? I did. I picked up 4. I got the Albie. Did I get an Albie? No, I didn't pick up anything in the middle. I got that Albie on the front to get me back on track, but you got to pick up one thing in each section, breaking it into 3 hole sections and then playing 1 hole at a time. Man, that swirled cup right there, that would have put me on the 28 track, and now all I got to do is really work to try and get the winning score, that 29. But now I'm just trying to chase the 28. I got a lot of work left in 3 holes. Whew. And this hole right here is the critical one. Critical. Which way's the wind blowing? I keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, that wind is scary. What ball was I bringing? Did I write it down? I was bringing an Easter Lake ball. Seemed like I was a... What is that ball? That is the Season 49 ball. That's an... What is that ball? Season 61? Oh. I must have been using the Grim Reaper. I've got a topspin boost ball to get me out there, but I'm almost thinking I need to bring out a precision ball. What is that ball? The Oasis. What was I using? I was using an East Lake. What the hell does an East Lake ball look like? That's the Players. Ah, I know what I'm doing. I was doing topspin. Let's just do topspin, and see all the topspin boost balls that we have. Narrow it down. Well, it has to be one of those balls. 54. Lion. Here, hold on. Alright, I thought I was bringing out a topspin boost ball on there. That's why I was looking through the topspin boost stuff, but I was actually looking for a precision ball. Alright, and I missed this on the front, and that's the first time I've missed it, and I did hit it perfect. And I did the 10 plus 0.1. I almost feel like I should practice this, because the 10 plus 0.1 has been working all week, but on the front I needed to change it, so I'm going to practice this once. But I'm not going to practice it with a precision ball. I'm just going to practice it with a... Is there any 4-power ball that I have a shitload of? No. I can practice it with a power 5 ball though. And with this wind, I think I can just practice it with a Titan, so we can see what the deal is. But this is a hole I've been making, and I have to make this, because this is there's another par 3, but it is a shitty shot, and then the last hole is kind of a hit or miss. I mean, I really don't want to wait till the last hole. This is my opportunity right here. This is it. APOC. Maybe. Am I in practice? I am in practice. Make sure I'm in practice, 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 practice. And this is a replay. What I've been doing, and that's not really that much tailwind. It's more side than tail. Nice shot. Nice shot. Now you're behind the tree. Did you get enough distance? You're behind the tree. You're going to have some left-hand side spin, which is good. You got a quasar. You got some side spin. All the left. Two 6, 1.8 times 2.6 divided by 1.3, 3.6 rings. 3.6, and I'm going to push all of the forward moving wind back on. I'm just going to hit it. Perfect. Now I might be behind the tree as well. I need to be a little bit more. With that particular type of wind, if I underpull it, it's actually pushing me onto the left-hand side where I kind of want to be. See if my opponent can get in with the Goliath. We'll see where I'm at. I should be in short iron, and I've been playing it, I believe, at mid short iron. I think the last time through here I was at max. I hit that same kind of shot, and I was at max club because I wasn't getting as much distance. I think I was either doing overpower or bringing out a topspin boost ball so I could get more distance. And I am right at max. Right at max. I'm going to come over just a little. And it's at 1.1 times 3 divided by 1.1 plus 0.1, so it's just 3.1. But I did the math just to prove to you. Hitting it perfect. Just! And I needed to do plus 0.2. Plus 0.2. Now, let's see here. I needed to do 3.2 instead of 3.1. I'm looking to see if I would have did 10% at I'm gonna do plus 0.2 on the second shot. Plus 0.2. Let me make a note here. Plus 0.2. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I getting out on the course. I got a Titan chose. Believe I got a Titan. Yes, I do. Power 3 precision balls. It's going to use a Power 4 precision. I think I'm going to use one of these balls right here because I'm not doing any overpower whatsoever. Grim Reaper, that'll put me a little bit closer. I might be back in the mid club again instead of max. All right, 1.2 times whatever the wind is. This is the hole right here. Like, I missed that par 3. That was brutal. But like this right here, I mean, if I don't get this, then there's no way. Like, this is the hole. I've got to pick this eagle up. This is a make or break hole. I mean, I could still do well in the rest of the tournament, but like the par 3 is a shit hole, and the last par 5, you can get in the right spot, but it's tough. And even if you're in the right spot, you still got a ton of work to do. Getting it up there. Yeah, did you overshoot it? There you go. Nice. Nice, nice baby. Nice, nice baby. Dun, 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 dun. They got a nice clean shot with the Titan. With the Titan. The king of balls. 1.9 divided by 1.3. 1.75 rings. Max and max. Want to end up in that spot out there. 1.75 rings. 175. I'm going to put the forward distance back on, which wasn't a lot. I'm going to angle myself to the left just a little. In a dead center, perfect. Now it's all about if it doesn't overdrive. And then ending up on the left to separate myself away from the tree for the shot to the cup. Nice. 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 Now I'm doing plus 10, 1.1 times the wind. I'm going to add on 2. All right, I got my equation set up. I have no idea where I'm at my club. So right now I have it in my calculator at parentheses 1.1 times, and that's where I'm at, and then parentheses plus 0.2. So all I got to do is type in what the wind is and where I'm at in my club, and bam, I get a number. It spits it out. Oh, I'm still at max. So it's 2 miles an hour divided by 1.1. So it's just plus 0.2. It's 2.2 rings. It goes straight at it. .2 rings. I need to put a spacer down here. There's 2. There's 2.5. There's 2. Hit it dead center, perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Oh, plus 0.3. Now we're getting into where it would have been a 15%. 15% without the plus. 2.1. Man, was that a 15%? At 15% it was 2.1. I did 2.2. So it'd be what, 20%, or yeah. Oh, a 20%. A 20% plus 0.1. Plus 20 plus 0.1. Damn it. Now I'm in big ass trouble, because now I'm going to get stuck unless I can get super lucky. I'm going to get stuck at 27, and 27 it does nothing for you. I might be towards the top of the 27s because I've got that 14 qualifying round and the 27 opening round, but like right here you got to get some stuff. You got to get a little lucky. Feeling lucky, punk? I'm going to bring a, you can bring a Titan or a Kingmaker. Do I have any regular Kingmakers? I do. I've used up over 100 of those major balls. Unfortunately. What am I doing on this hole? Plus 20. 1.2. Man, and it seemed like on the... I'm going to practice this hole one time. Since we're down to the point where it's like critical, I should have practiced all those other holes where I could have worked out the wind for the back 9 versus the front 9. Yep, you're going to have to practice every hole. You're going to have to practice it and then play it and then practice it and play it so you can see where you're at. What do I spend my gems on? Practice tokens. And I'm going to take it with a Titan. Since we are in practice, since we are in practice, I'm going to bring out one of those backspin boost balls and see if I can backspin it where I can get a tail. Because that might help me. It might be worth bringing one out just to try and go for it on this, where like you really want to have backspin boost balls on these holes. And then if you've got one of those clubs that's got 100 backspin, you might be able to read a little tail. My opponent's going, roll in, roll in, roll in. There was no way it's going to roll in, but let's see what the deal is. Backspin boost, backspin power, 3 ball with backspin boost. Do I have one? I do right there. Let's see what happens when I put on all of the backspin with the rocket. No, I can't get up there far enough. Even with a power 5 ball, I wouldn't be able to get up there far enough to get it, to be able to read my tail. I'm going to be in the same spot that I'm normally in, where I'm doing. I get a little teeny bit of a tail there. That might be the ball. But I'm not doing any backspin boost. Let's look at that one more time. I'm not sure if I'm getting that good of a tail with the Kingmaker. Like, let's pull back so that we got enough room here. And let's pull back to where we can start to see the where it's bleeding out just a little. I guess that's it. What is that? But I think if I switch to a Kingmaker and I left that same spin on there, does it look the same? I guess it does. Well, let's adjust it out and see if I get the same look. I guess I do. What is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a titch. %, times the wind divided by 1.3, because I'm definitely in max club. I'm gonna bring a Kingmaker. I'm gonna play it just like that, just like that. Okay, let's go back and make sure I have the Kingmaker pick, because I did that out there on the course and I didn't take the shot, so it might have put me in that other ball. Just to find a regular Kingmaker. Hey, there's those ones. Okay, I do have it selected. All right, just making sure. Sometimes you know what it does. Sometimes you're out there and you thought you switched the ball and you go out the next time and it didn't switch it and you got to go get it again. It happens. I have no idea. I can't remember the circumstances, but it does happen. Okay, the wind is 3.2, so it's 2.95 rings. And I am all, I think I'm that much right there. I want to put that second bounce, that last bounce in the hole. .2. It's 2.95 rings, 3 rings. 2.95. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Need to pull it. I did a 20 and I needed to do more, like a 30 or something. And this hole's been, one of my viewers was making it at the beginning of the week with a minus number. So, but I don't know where they were at and I don't know where they were pulling in their club. I think they were using a katana, so they were at max club. You can do that with a katana on a tailwind day. And that could change it. I gave myself opportunities on these par 3s on the back. And the one that I didn't hit perfect, I swirled the cup. Right now I would be feeling okay at the 28 if I'd have caught that one swirling the cup, and all I got to do is pick up one more to try and win. I'm at the end. I could get an Albie and end up with a 29 on the last hole. That could be big, but now I got to get the Albie just to get to the 28. Jeez, I'm gonna suck in this round. Arr. All right, if we can get to the right spot on the last hole, I got a shot. I got a shot at it. I didn't hit it perfect on the front, and I'm sure it would have went in. So if I get it right, it could be. I could be there. I could be. And 17th of the 25. I mean, you got to have a 28 in order to be in the conversation, and you're going to have to shoot better in order to get a banner. I'm sure. Especially to have a shot at a win, you got to shoot a 29. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Positive. Hold on. I gotta talk to a man about a horse. All right, I'm back. All right. We're on the last hole, and I have to get an Albie. I have no choice. I mean, if I want to get a 28, and I'm still not, you can't win with a 28, so I'm out of the tournament, but I could still get a top 10 finish if I can get a 20. If I can get the 28, I can get a maybe top 10 finish. So let's make sure we know which way the wind's blowing. All right. I'm taking my number 5 bag, and I've been with this wind, I can do it with a Berserker. So let's do power and precision, because we really, I don't have any power 5 precision balls, but I do have some power 4 precision. I'm going to take that ball right there, and I'll have to use the wind. And I'm going to do a plus 30 plus 0.1 on the shot to the cup. I didn't hit it perfect on the front, and I didn't hit it perfect. All right. Got the right clubs. We got the right ball. We were ready to roll. And I'm just going to wing it on the drive. So and you can overshoot this. So if you're going to put wind back in, you got to be careful about like how much wind you put back in. You may not be able to put it all back in if you're going to do an overpower shot. And you pretty much have to do an overpower shot. Okay, overpower, max top spin. I don't need much wind to get me forward, but I want to make sure I clip the rough. So I'm hanging off to the right so that I can clip that rough down there. I'm going to leave the wind in. Oh, that'll put me probably in the, if I make the second bounce, it's going to put me in the sand. Yep. I still got a great shot from here, and I got a precision ball to do it with. So it's 1.3 times whatever the wind is, divided by wherever I'm at in my club, plus 0.1. Plus 0.1. All right, I am ready. I must be close to mid Spitfire. I'd really like to be right at mid. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do it in front of where they're at. On that next fairway pad. Okay, so there's max. There's mid. So I'm eking mid if I don't run any topspin. So it's 1.9 divided by 4. 0.75 of a ring. .75 of a ring. 0.75. Hitting it dead center perfect. Oh, I mean, that could have just been somewhere in that adjustment, like not pulling it just enough. Arrgh. Was doing the 0.75 and might have just pulled at the 0.7 or something. Arrgh. Plus 0.2 would have helped. Arrgh. Arrgh. That was right there. Right there. Man, I had a lot of good shots on this and this, but just did not get the drops. Several not perfects. This is not going to be, hopefully a 27 will get me into the top 10 because I should be towards the top of the 27s, but I might be like have just missed the top 10 and be in like 12th or 13th. But I can't believe I'll be any higher than just like the mid, like 8th, something in there. That just one more shot would have gave me, at least I would have been in the hunt. Arrgh. I can't believe I'm in 6th, but that seems about right where you're, and I am the top of the 27s. Figured there might be somebody higher than me. We do have a couple 26s that are in there. 29 at the top, stand alone. So if I was going for the 29, they shot a 27 in the opener. They got an Albie. But they shot a 13 in the qualifier, and I shot a 14, so we wouldn't have got to the Albies yet. In the weekend round, they got one Albie. They got 2 Albies, so they would have beat me. They would have been a 29 with 2 Albies versus my 29 with 1. Yep. There you have it. Just a couple, just one extra shot. Like, we're second if I would have picked up the 1. They shot a 26 and a 13, so I had them on both. So right now I'd be in second if I'd have just picked up one of those ones. The one that circled the hole, the par 3. I told you that would be that would be the deciding factor. That was the deciding factor between a silver medal and not even placing. Yup. That close. That's the difference when you get up at the top. So like if you're new to the game, or if you've never really had a lot of success in tournaments and you look at your scores and you look at the deal, if you're playing the minimum score and then like just picking up shots, like where picking up that one extra shot would have put you. And, you know, like that par 4, if you'd have brought out that one ball so that you could have just got over there and won and you wouldn't have had to do any overpower, and it's a super easy shot versus having to go out there with a Marlin and try and do something special. The consistency that you would get just picking up that one extra shot. One shot. Damn it. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. I don't know what I haven't even looked to see what tournament's coming up. I just been playing the major, so there we go. Hopefully that'll stick and be a top 10 finish. What's the prize for top 10? I need to get some of my berserkers back. I get 15 berserkers, so it doesn't make up for the special balls, but it just, you know, if I'm in the top 10 and I can get 15 berserkers, that'd be great. I don't think 6 the hole, that's still 15 berserkers. I'm looking for the epic cards, and what I'm trying to do is, I know in Ricky you're only getting the lower epics, but I'm trying to max those epics out to get them out of the pool. So what I'm really looking for here is a castaway. That's what I want to get. Like, I used to always root that I wanted to get a big topper, but now I want a castaway to try and get me to max out so that I can eliminate it from the pool, and then I'll start working on my horizon. I think that's the next one that I have Horizon's at 282. And I'm never gonna work on my Kingfisher. I want to keep it as the last epic that I have. And I don't think I'll ever upgrade it because I like where it hits at level 7. And I did that to my Hornet, and I screwed that club up when I upgraded it to max. Yeah, so the next club after the Castaway is the Horizon, and try and get it out of the pool and get those Tour 3 epics maxed out. The only club I have maxed out is that Big Topper, and it is pretty awesome when it gets maxed out at 230. I mean, it picks up some distance and gets ball guide, and it's not a bad club. Not bad, not bad. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Hopefully everyone has a great week. Until then, be safe. If not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, leave a comment. Let me know how we're doing, and I will see you then.